come on, you know how like cool that'd be? I'd be like the most like chameleon dude ever. Like,
chameleon dude. Very good. Let's turn this bigger this way so we can hear Stan right there. All right, let's do it right there. All right, there we go.
Did you get the question?
Okay. No. All right. Yes.
better.
Yeah. So my question is, what kind of superhero power would you have and why?
Oh, is this
For you too, yeah, for you too.
You know what? I really, I'm here in San Francisco, and I really love to eat. I think I would want a superpower so that I could eat anything I want and not get fat.
Well, that's a superhero right there.
I'm out of my way. I think of that.
Stan, there's obviously, I mean, there's so many blockbuster films that are coming out every summer. Everyone's anticipating the new releases of your creations coming to the big screen. Did you ever imagine when you were creating these characters that it would be as big as it is today? You see them in the theme parks now, movies, merchandise, everything like that. Tell us about like how you feel about that, how it's grown from the first time you created this to what it is today. What does it mean to you?
I feel good.
You feel
No, of course
good I feel.
Of course, I never imagined it would come to this. We were sitting in a small office doing these things, crowded together. There was one desk for 6 people, and all we kept hoping was that the books would sell, so we'd keep our job and be able to pay the rent. Who knew we'd have to answer impossible questions with 2 guys hogging the spotlight from me? I can't go on, I'm too emotional.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well here's a follow-up question to you. What about the Disney and Marvel partnership? How do you feel about that, and why is it such a perfect marriage and a great combination?
Perfect, because Disney is the greatest studio, the greatest distributor.
Yeah!
Marvel is the greatest genius. You put them together, and look what you get. You get an evening like this.
That's right, that's right. Here's a question for Michael. For those aspiring young actors out there, anybody aspiring to be a young actor or want to get a voiceovers or anything like that?
Everybody wants to be an actor.
That's right. If Sergio wants to be an actor and he wants to get into voiceover,
He's still learning.
Yes.
But Michael, what kind of advice would you give to anyone who wants to get into these kind of deep characters that you play and also voiceovers and kind of getting into that genre?
Hopefully you got a little money saved up.
Okay.
Or maybe a lovely girlfriend or a wife that will back you.
Yes.
Yes. And never give up. Basically, you just don't give up. You
Right.
know, don't give up, and you use your imagination. And no matter what anybody says, just do what you want to do.
No matter what anybody says, stay with it and starve to death.
Just
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You just gotta do it. Find odd jobs here and there. Support your habit, which is acting and voiceover. So if that's what you want to do it.
That's right.
Start out with cameos, then you got a chance.
Well, here's a question. If you weren't, okay, for each and every one of you, start with Sergio. Sergio, if you were not a baseball player, what would you be?
An electrician.
An electrician. Tell us why. That's legit.
What I was gonna be.
That's legit.
Hey, I was striving to be an electrician. I was good at math, good with electronics and technology and stuff like that. And where I grew up was air conditioning units are key. So yeah.
There you go.
Kind of work on that.
Oh man,
That's an honest answer. That's good. Michael, how about you? What would you be if you weren't an actor?
I think I'd clean office buildings at night around 3 a.m. I'd work for about an hour or 2, get paid for 8.
Now that's the ticket right there. And last but not least, Stanley, if you weren't creating these wonderful characters that we all grown to love, what would you want to
I'd
do?
be sitting in a room crying, saying, why can't I create characters?
Oh, that's been great. Well, I'm going to ask a baseball question from my man Sergio over here, because we are at AT&T Park, your home of your San Francisco Giants. That's right. Playing pretty well this season too, I might add. What do you think? Sergio, with the 2 championship experiences that you've had, how does this season differ? And what did you learn from those championship years, and how do you apply to your game today?
Well, right off the bat, we haven't won a World Series yet, so that would be how this season. Stop it, Michael. Gosh.
2010,
Watch
2012.
the spotlight right here. Look at this guy. You threw me for a loop now. What was the question again? I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Your game today, yes.
We haven't won a World Series yet this year, and I do mean yet because there's a tremendous amount of upside and potential to this team. But going back to the 2 World Series that I was privileged to be a part of, the difference is the years. The feeling is amazing. The reception, everybody I mean, the way Orange and Black is everywhere. It's die hard.